I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep. I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep. I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep. I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep. I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Good evening and welcome gamers to the first day of the Valorant Indian League 1.0. We will be kicking off today with by first explaining to you the prize pool of the tournament of the Valorant Indian League 1.0, sponsored by Mogo Esports and presented by Gamers Within. We have a 10,000 rupees prize pool, with the first team pulling away a cash prize of rupees 5,000, the second team taking away 2,500 rupees, and the team that places third will be taking away 1,000 rupees. Apart from that, we also have individual prizes for the players that perform well in this tournament with three individual awards. We have the Emerging Player Award, which will be awarded to the best player of gold rank or below. I repeat, it will be presented to the player who is ranked gold or below and is the best player of the tournament among those ranks, that is iron, bronze, silver, and gold. This second, we have the Most Valuable Player Award, which will go to the player that is the most valuable player of the tournament. And third, we have the Star Player of the Tournament Award, which will go to the player with the most MVPs throughout the tournament. Next up, I will be presenting to you the format of the tournament and the way in which the tournament will progress. Right now, we have 12 teams in this tournament, of which two groups have been formed, Group A and Group B. Each team will be competing in a round robin format within their own groups among the teams of their groups. And then the top three teams from each group will be promoted to a group, Group X, which will be formed of three teams from both the groups, the top three teams from both the groups. Now, in Group X, these six teams will again compete in a round robin format, and out of these, the top four teams will be promoted to the deciders, wherein they will progress through a knockout stage format. Today, the first match, we have Jabalpur JODS up against Lucknow Assassins on the map of Ascent. Jabalpur JODS is a very balanced team in this tournament. They are comprised of golds and platinum players, wherein their IGL, Vegeta Sama 3090 Ti, who is also the owner of the team, will be playing, while the team of Lucknow Assassins is also a very balanced team. Right now, we are heading into Agent Select straight away. We see the side of Jabalpur JODS is on the side of the defenders, while Lucknow Assassins will be the attackers in this map. We have the first map as Ascent, which is called the OG map of Valorant. What do you think of that, Churchit?
Uh, yeah, let's see. We'll be seeing like it's a defender's map, and now we'll be seeing on defender side. If we see, we'll be having uh, we we are having Jabalpur Jords as our defenders. Now if we see to the agent select, JJ Art RXDOP has already selected chamber, and now still their lineup is not confirmed. And on the side of attackers, which is our Lucknow Assassins, now we'll be seeing their like they already have logged. They have already decided what they have to play and their strategy. They're very clear about themselves.
Right,
So this is as this Renaissance is playing Sova, Abhi will be playing Jet, and Cyrus will be playing KJ, and Freefall will be playing Sky, and Midnight Kalakar will be playing Brim. And on the
right.
side of defenders, now Vegeta Sama will be playing KJ, Saber will be playing Rena, Maverick will be playing Sova, and
Select your agent.
RXOP will be playing Chamber, and I guess Samba will be playing Sage. No,
Right.
I guess it's Brim. Okay, okay, he changed.
Right.
He'll be
So we see Brim coming in as the controller from both the sides of the attackers and the defenders. I mean, in the current meta, players have been usually playing Omen as the preferred controller on Ascent, but we see Brim picks coming in from both the sides, which is really interesting. We see the attacking side going for a double initiator setup on Ascent, which is Sova and Sky, while you see the defending side of Jabalpur George going in for a double sentinel setup with Killjoy and Chamber. I mean, that's gonna be one tough nut to crack.
Yeah, obviously, like I'm seeing on the defender side, they have like KJ to hold, Chamber to hold. Like it will be very fun to see all these, like two sentinels, both sides, and we have our controller as Brim, and we have initiator Sova. We'll be seeing so much fun. Like, what do
Definitely.
you think, Amadanshu? Which side are you thinking like is looking very, very strong to you?
I mean, it all depends on the two initiators being able to overpower these two sentinels of RXGOP 47 and Vegeta Sama. The Chamber and Killjoy is a really deadly duo on us, and I mean, you got the A side locked up. with Killjoy setup maybe, and then you got mid chambers trademark. I mean, there's so many rotations and so many different areas to explore in this setup. You got Killjoy and chamber as the two sentinels. They can keep on rotating the sides. They can keep on changing their setups, and there will be so many new ways to explore of how they can play this defending side. Well, we see the attackers going in for a Sova and Sky setup, which is also really good. That's so much information gained on the side of the attackers. Like they have the Sova drone, they have the recon bolt, plus apart from that, they have the Sky and the Jet. I mean, the Jet is definitely a better pick than the Reyna on the Ascent, in my opinion. But we'll see. It's a matter of the players. I mean, if Saber is good on the Reyna, then he's good on the Reyna.
Yeah, exactly. Now, like on the attack side, we'll be seeing flashes. So let's see how they can make use of their flashes properly. Like in the warm up matches, we saw many Sky players using their flashes and properly. Like you remember. Now we'll be seeing
Right.
how free fall will be using Sky.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, it's gonna be an interesting matchup. You also see the side of Jabalpur JODS coming in with the team name of JJ. I mean, JJ is popular hip hop star. I mean, I don't know if you know him. He is also known popularly by the name of KSI. So I don't know if that's a reference to that or it's just Jabalpur JODS converted into JJ. But it sounds really cool. I mean, going with the team name and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds cool. And I guess I don't know why they like by their names and by their player cards, they are very confident about themselves and they are literally looking very strong to me. And let's
Definitely.
see how the game will go.
I mean, they went in for the VCT Champions player cards. They got the confidence and the feeling of champions. What else do you want to kick off the tournament?
Exactly.
We'll be pausing for a short technical glitch because it seems like Renesis has disconnected. He's facing some technical issues. We'll be going in for a technical pause for some time to wait till he reconnects. In that time, Ascent is a map that hasn't gone through much changes. Like most of the maps have been reworked in various ways. I mean, Icebox was reworked, Split was reworked, Bind was reworked. We had Breeze reworked as well. Icebox was reworked as well. I mean, the only map that wasn't reworked much was Ascent. What do you think of that?
Exactly. Like it is the oldest and classic map.
Definitely, it's the Dust 2 of Valorant.
Will- Okay, so defenders are still roaming on the spawn itself. They are not setting up till the time.
Right. If you see, Chamber had placed his TPs already on the A side, but he has picked them back up. So the defenders don't want to reveal anything until the timer starts back up. We don't know which side Killjoy will be playing and which side Chamber will be playing as of now. We do see the attackers also cooped up inside their own spawn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the pistol round. What do you think could be the attacker strategy to overcome double sentinel? I mean, overcoming a double sentinel setup of Chamber and Killjoy and the pistol round itself is going to be a very hard job for the attackers.
Exactly. Like just think they both are on the same side and attackers is gonna be unlucky.
Definitely. The special round is going to be really interesting from my opinion because they got the jet, they got the sky, which is really effective in the pistol round. But the defenders do have the chamber and the killjoy. I mean, it will be interesting to see if the killjoy goes for a classic buy and goes for all of a util and a complete setup, or if he goes for a lighter buy with for a lighter setup with maybe a ghost or a frenzy or even a shoddy. But we'll see.
I guess on attack, like that's what I like guess. This KJ will be going on like full util with a classic.
Right, definitely. I mean, I think that too, but we don't know. It's Vegeta Sama after all. It's the owner and the IGL of Jabalpur Jords.
I guess Jabalpur Jots are on defense side.
We see that Renesis hasn't reconnected yet, and we are still continuing with the technical pause. Uh,
Okay, Renesis left the party like so is reconnected. Now we'll be like seeing the buy of the defenders and attackers as well. So okay, still like attackers are not bought yet. And so okay, Renesis have reconnected.
Renesis has reconnected and will
Yeah.
We're waiting for the G's from both the sides to start the match back up. We see Renesis has come back into the game, and we see the IGL of Jabalpur George asking if we can start the match back up, and there is the confirmation. So we'll be starting the match pretty soon. And there's 25 seconds left of the clock in the buy phase of the pistol round, and we see that the
Now
defend.
this is, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. We see that the defenders haven't placed anything yet. We see Vijay Sharma making his way onto B side. So I guess it will be Killjoy on B side, right?
And Chamber will be playing on A. Okay, so Chen will be playing on mid, and Sova will be playing B, and Rena will be going on A. And if we see on attacker side, like only Sova will be going on A, I guess for the reveal and location, but rest of the players are playing on mid and B side.
We see the turret of the attacker side already been destroyed.
Okay, Jet and Sova are on A side. Brim is trying to get the location on B side where very few players are there and all.
We see that Renesis has gone in for the Ghost buy instead of the Raycon drone. That's a really interesting purchase considering the double initiators setup of the attackers relies heavily on their initiators getting information for the team. We see Cyrus has put his turret back up again after it got destroyed the first time on tiles, and it looks like it's going to be a B hit or a mid hit with the attacker side rotating over from A side onto the B side. The Sova and the
Scanning
Jet are
ahead.
falling back after no information and no early picks gained.
Okay, Maverick got the location of two players on B side. That is Brim
30
and
seconds
Cyrus.
left.
Okay, everyone is rushing on B side. Okay, and if we see on defender side, Vijay Sama is camping on
Our spike carrier is dead.
Spike down B.
setup of
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
attacker side. They are
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
and
Swarm grenade out.
and
One enemy remaining. You talked.
oh,
That's gotta be a very perfect execute coming in from the attackers. I mean, there was Killjoy position at backside, there was Sova position at CT who even got a kill through shock dart. I mean, that was really good from Maverick to shove the push onto the side, getting a kill through the shock dart and even got an assist. That was really good on the part of the attackers to keep pushing onto the side with just 20 seconds left, and they got really clean shots. A really clean shot by Abhi and Renesis to open up the side for them, and then a really clean shot by Abhi and Renesis in the end as well to secure the round from the. I mean, it was a round of the Sova and the Jet, definitely.
yeah, if we really see, it was just a 3v5 because in starting like by the setup and it was top down.
Hawk out.
Revealing area. Found them.
Now they know the location of nice. Okay,
Molly.
one guy is there now. Nice pick by Chamber. Now it's just a 2v3.
Teleport's ready.
Last player standing.
Okay. Nice pick by Abhi. And now it's just
Got one.
He's still. Now 1v2. Nice pick by Vijay.
Oh.
Okay, nice pick of by.
we see the sky flash again. Like how overpowered the sky flash is. Freefall just flashed up into mid and pushed out the brim and got a kill onto brim, which opened up mid area for them perfectly. From which they made their way onto the side. I mean, it was definitely an equal round for the defenders, but it could still have been a really good round. They gave away three picks, the attacker side, which was kind of reckless on their part. We see the trades
You
coming
know
in
what to
really lean
do.
from the attacker side and the executes.
Yeah, and if you see on defender side, they really played well on a classic buy and a just a shorty. Like they picked three of them. Okay, now KJ setup is on A.
Deploying drone.
So what will be doing? Cyrus have put the turret for the mid. Okay, they know they are playing a bonus round. Okay, they know KJ will be playing here. So APC attackers are trying to rotate because they know KJ is set up. And they are not trying to risk on it.
Right, right. We also see that the defenders are still holding their positions onto mid and onto B side and onto the A side. I mean, only Cyrus has gone in for a vandal buy from the attackers. Everybody else is on sheriffs and specters, so it's going to be a pretty hard round. But we see that the chamber trap is not positioned onto the B side, so the B side is completely open for entry with no specific util to stop them except for Maverick's shock darts. We see how this round's gonna go. If they go for a B execute, it could be a really good move from the attacker side right
30
now.
seconds left.
Yeah, I guess it's a B execute. 20 seconds and OVERKILL doesn't have a drone.
Revealing area. Shut down.
10 seconds left. Blocking sight. Stealing sight.
Scanning ahead.
Samba.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, very clean and flawless.
Thanks.
What a retake coming in from the defenders.
Flawless.
I mean, it is a Brahmi with the stimmy for the win. Samba got two clean one taps to begin the round off, to begin the retake off, and then got another kill to secure that round for his team. I mean, that was definitely that was definitely Samba's round. He gets three kills, hops onto the leaderboard, and gets the round for his team. What else could he do in this round?
Exactly. Like I'm just very surprised to see like how the defenders like still hold their location without even moving. Like they was literally holding. They were
Right.
like in, now we'll be seeing KJ setup on B again and Chambers
We see the attackers going in for pretty weird buys. There are three guys on rifles and two guys on specters. We see the Brim going in for specter along with Killjoy, if I remember correctly.
You should run.
KJ setup on
We see the lockdown being invested pretty early into the round with 1 minute 15 seconds remaining on the clock. I mean, the attackers have usually gone in for pretty late executes when they were just 20 to 25 seconds on the clock.
Scanning
We
ahead.
see the lockdown going to almost no use.
nice pick off.
Spike planted.
Oh,
Okay, nice pick by Saber.
Initiated.
They don't know like
Night night.
nice one tap on
One enemy remaining.
so nice one he looks nice. You see, like if you know the directly knife one guy.
right. I saw the chamber knifed Sky. He knifed free fall while he was caught up in the lockdown. I mean,
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
again a pretty good retake. We see Cyrus missing the Storm grenade lineups. He had his storm grenade lineups prepared for default plant, but his planter planted the site in the corner of the site. I mean, that's where they lost the round. There was a lack of communication between the team, I guess, because they were totally relying on those killjoy lineups in that round, which didn't pay off because the plant was in a different position.
And if you note, like
Get out of my way!
while
Revealing area.
going over, like Abhi one tap sky, which was Abhi one tap.
You see the defenders going in for a retake again. Cyrus and Renaissance are pretty low on HP. So is Freefall and the defenders have complete 5 men on.
Cutting their vision. Pull cap! Blinded.
We see the killjoy lineup coming into this round. Freefall, what a shot through the smoke.
Last player standing.
They managed to
Player
kill the
standing.
spike carrier.
First deep.
Oh my god, what a lineup from this guy and the killjoy.
Exactly.
I mean, the what a thrifty round coming in from the attackers. The defenders have been going in for the retake for the past 3 rounds, and the attackers knew that this would happen again. They went for an open plant this time with their lineups prepared. I mean, this was a round that was planned, I guess, but it still came out so well. The free fall got such a clean shot through the smoke. I mean, the sheriff one tag coming from the smoke, that's really lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Now we'll be seeing
Pull cap!
seeing again, and Rena will be holding.
We see Freefall has his seekers ready. I mean, that could be a really good investment into this round.
Yeah. Now if we see like on A side, if we see
We see
they are
Chamber holding.
corner.
He's holding a really good off angle if someone is careless enough to push into mid here.
Okay, if Chamber get this pick, it will be a very nice pick because like they are on not on super bias. Chamber is on Spectre and the attackers are on
I've got your trail.
We do see the Strikers coming in from Freefall.
Scanning ahead.
30 seconds left.
okay, Cyrus pick Samba.
Teleport's ready.
Okay, Saber got a nice pick. Cyrus.
That's the lineups down. I mean, there's just Abigan on the side and the plant is in a corner.
Okay, nice pick.
Turret out. One enemy remaining.
Did Brimstone clear the tap on the spike or what? I mean, he does get the 3 kills in the end, but that's a round that shouldn't have been given away by the attackers. The Brimstone ult comes in so late that the defuse has already been completed. I mean, that's really careless on the part of the attackers. They should have at least called out to the Brim because he was standing up a long. He was standing near boxes like the default of A, and he couldn't hear the sound of the tap himself. So I guess it should have been Renesis or the other teammates to call out to Brimstone to invest the ult early. But I mean, it's a round lost. That should have been one.
Exactly. If we see like again, okay, RSGOP will be seeing with an Ares, and
He does have the Tour de France ready.
Okay, they got the location.
His trademark was out in the open and is picked up by Abhi. That is a bad trademark. Not really clean coming in from RxGP 47. He does have the Tour de France ready. I mean, I wonder why he hasn't used it and has gone for an Ares buy instead.
Yeah, exactly. Now we'll see. Like they are all waiting, and
30 seconds left.
okay.
Spike down A.
Oh my god.
10 seconds left.
Nice to go.
Current division. Last player standing.
Save a bit of rim, and now we'll be playing.
Swarm grenade out.
Okay.
Oh, Cyrus misses his shot. We see Saber coming in clutch this round again. I mean, the defenders went all out with their ult. We see the Brimstone ult coming in. We see the Sova ult coming in. What are the attackers supposed to do? I mean, there's just 12 seconds left on the clock, and there's the Brimstone ult and the Sova ult coming in onto them. That's really scary. They do get the plant in, although in a very weird spot, but the positions were really
Easy
off
go. That
place
works.
because of the words coming in. And Avigyan does the double up drought, but still gets caught by Maverick. So that was a really good so world.
Still on the save round with their stereo. Okay, Abhi and this guy.
Enemy marked.
Last player standing. Spike down mid. Powers out. One enemy remaining.
Cyrus, what a try by Cyrus! What a try! He gets two really good one taps and then gets the wallbang headshot and then another headshot. That's three really clean shots coming in from Cyrus. It was an eco on the side of the attackers and they managed to get 4 picks on the side of the defenders. That hasn't hurt their economy much. We see RxGOP 47 doesn't have a buy but still has his Tour de France ready. Meanwhile, the attackers can go in for a full buy. This round, the scoreline is 5-3 to the defenders, but it doesn't really matter much since
Result. So he'll be peeking on mid, but Brimstone has. Okay.
Here.
They know the location of. Okay, they know the location of. KRSTP will be peeking mid.
Bonjour.
We got Brimstone. RxTOP. Now
Right.
it's just a 5v4 situation where we can. What do you think? Like, will we be seeing KJ's ult invested in this position?
I don't really know because the brimstone is down on the side of the attacker, so that is the smokes down. And going against a double duelist setup after this recon reveal on Renesis and onto Cyrus, it doesn't really make much
Our
sense
spike
to
carrier
invest the
is dead.
Killjoy at because it's going to be really difficult
Spike
and
down,
that's
B.
spike on going
Okay,
down.
nice pick by
That's three.
again.
30 seconds left.
And now it's just a 2v4 situation.
RxGOP gets two really clean kills. They get 3 kills actually. Yeah, the first one onto the brim and then bringing down the spike and keeping it there. But he misses his fifth shot and gets picked off by Renesis. We
10
see that
seconds left.
Abhigyan and Renesis will be going in for a save here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 6-3 on the scoreline now with 3 rounds remaining.
Again,
Yeah. It's 6-3 on
now if
right.
we look at the side of on the attackers, like their buys. So on attacker, like they both saved, still they have their buys. So
Yeah,
so it was a nice idea for saving. Still it worked. Now they
right.
again are on full buys. Let's see.
Right. We see rifles coming in from both the sides. The scoreline goes 6-3. It's not really bad for attacking on Ascent, but these three rounds could decide a lot for the match.
Blocking sight.
We'll be seeing Brim block the turret. In no case he'll be because his turret is there.
Right.
Nowhere to run! Gotcha.
One enemy remaining.
What a shot by Renesis, that one.
Yeah, exactly. Genesis, Senna, and then Will came.
Right. Renesis and Avigyan coming in clutch for the side of Lucknow Assassins again. I mean, this duo is just so good at holding each other's angles and taking trades for each other. Avigyan and Renesis showing why the Sova and Jet go really well together. I mean, in the start of the round, I think it was bad on the side of the
Time for a
attackers to
field
waste a lot of
test.
fuel. They invested a Jet smoke, a Brimstone Monopoly, another Brim smoke, just and they got almost zero info out of that one, almost zero benefit. But we see they're going for an entire execute this time. All the five players have been spotted there. They are falling back now. We see Chamber holding down a catwalk in case anyone dares to peek there. Is he
Initiated.
okay?
Chambers, because Chambers is not going for mid only. We'll be seeing
I've got your trail.
I mean, it could be a really good strategy to invest the key result again. We see JJ Samba bringing out the
Launching
Odin.
smoke.
That's what he's really famous for.
Cutting their vision.
Volley.
Player standing.
Oh, he somehow survives that one. I mean, Renesis was going in to get the operator out of the hands of ICOP-47, but he makes it out alive. We see the scoreline going 6-5. I mean,
Last
that's
round before the
really good coming
switch.
in from the attackers. We see that the defenders do have a pretty decent buy left, and we see a timeout coming in from Vegeta Sama, tactical timeout. So in the meanwhile,
exactly because if we see like it was just a 5v4 situation, still they didn't able to like
right.
land anything.
I mean, this we see in these rounds, after the plant has been initiated on a side, we see the attackers mostly making their way out of the site, and in the end, it has been 3v4s, 4v4s, 4v5s, in which players were left on both the sides of the team, and they went in for the spike defuse through the smoke, and they got spammed. So the defenders need to come up with something different for that because they have gone in for the defuse while the smoke was there. after smoking off A main because they knew all the players were there, but they have gotten spammed. They haven't been able to win the spam battles, and you really can't because the spike is at one place and the attackers can just spam at that particular point. Well, the defenders need to spam on all the angles of A main. So they really need to think of another strategy of how to counter that one because the retakes have been really well. The side retakes have been really well, but they haven't been able to play through that smoke much. They need to think of a better strategy for that one. They don't have any Sova shock darts left by the end of the round because Maverick usually invests them by denying the side push. They don't have the Brimstone Molly left because that is also usually used by Samba, and they don't have the Killjoy Storm grenades obviously because that is put onto the side during the setups. So they don't have any util to cover that area of A main so that nobody can spam through. They either need someone to push through the smokes and take picks, like maybe Saber can push the smoke, take a pick, take a dismiss back, and bait out one pick for his teammates. So that's two men down, and then maybe they can go in for the diffuse. But going in for the diffuse directly is a very bad idea. I mean, they really need to think of something different to do at that particular point of time because they have lost, I guess, a thrifty round this round and a total of 3 to 4 rounds, I guess, by just doing the same thing. That's really cheaply. The rounds that are given really away really cheaply. Like this round was easily winnable for the defending side. So was the thrifty round that free fall won by spamming through the smoke and getting sheriff kills. Um, the defenders side really need to come up with something during this tactical timeout. While we see that we have gone in for a technical timeout as well, technical pause because JJ Samba has disconnected, but he is back. So I guess we'll be beginning soon again. We wait for confirmation from both the teams to kick off the rounds. While this is going to be the last round, and we'll be switching sides after this. We see the attacker side has double initiator right now, Lucknow Assassins. But after that, when Jabalpur Shots comes onto the attacking side, they'll have two Sentinels, Chamber and Killjoy. So they could go in for really good lurks and hold down angles.
Now we see the guys what they have. We'll be seeing RXGOP with his operator and JJ JJ Samba still on the Odin and rest of the three on right. Starting A main. Let's see how it goes.
We see Chamber
Get
has
out of my
pushed
way!
all the way up to B main with his drop. That's a really lot of information gained on the side of the defenders. They know that the attackers are either caught up in mid
I got the
catwalk
spike.
or they're caught up in A main. We see the Reina also pushing out from A main. Oh my god, there's so much information on the side of the defenders.
Yeah, exactly. If we see RXGOP is on off.
Gets a pick onto Abhigyan and TPs away.
Yeah, really nice play of Cricket. Now they know the location of the. And now I don't think they'll be rotating. They have to push it on this. Okay, that's a clean shot then.
Teleport's ready.
30 seconds left.
We'll be seeing Samba with his hood.
I mean, that's a sight to behold. If he has his day with the Odin, he can be really deadly. We see Renesis has made his way all the way up to A main,
Oh,
and
okay. I don't think he'll
Scanning ahead.
10 seconds left.
then stuck in a very bad angle and gets picked up by Saber. That was a very weird round coming in from the attackers. They couldn't decide what to do up until the
Switching
end after
sides.
Abhigyan went down. I mean, that was their duelist down, and Abhigyan has been really good in getting them entry to the sides, but he went down very early because of RXG OP 47s pushing up B main and getting a really good pick onto him. It was a really good half. 7 to 5 while attacking on Ascent isn't bad at all. Lucknow Assassins can turn it around pretty easily, but we'll see what happens this side because the attacking team right now has a Reina, has a Chamber, has a Sova, and has a Killjoy and Brimstone. That's two sentinels on their side. who will go for the lurk? That's the big question.
Let's see their buys. Like we are seeing Brimstone with a classic and
Smoke's down.
overkill
Right.
and Harsh.
We see Maverick already droning up a main. I mean, that's what I was very concerned about
Okay,
because
Samba entering. Okay, they know.
Launching smoke.
Okay,
Scout destroyed.
okay, they have. The five situation for JODS. Let's see how they play post start. Okay, we'll be seeing the Samba playing cross fire. Sova very low. Okay,
One
Samba
enemy
very low.
remaining.
It's a 3K for Sova, 3K for Samba. Okay, Cyrus with Samba. And
we see a really good round coming in from Samba and Saber there. Saber got the entry into the site and the pick onto Abhigyan. He went on to overheal himself and then held the angle onto Heaven. That was really crucial for them to win the round. I mean, Saber holding that angle and taking the fights to the defender meant that they couldn't push Heaven that easily, which bought the defenders enough time to get placed into crossfires and get settled onto the site because they hadn't closed the door yet or done anything else on the site. Where we saw Samba coming in with the crossfire on Saber and getting three
Blinded.
kills. That was really clean from his part.
yeah, he picked he picked three of them with clean headshots.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Okay, we see Spike is still down on spawn and Samba went to pick it.
There.
Okay, they are trying to give their position at A.
I would have loved to have heard the conversation between Vegeta Sama and Samba when they noticed that the spike was still lying in spawn. We see Saber holding for a pick from Abhigyan. I mean, this has got to be a very important, the most important fight in the round. If Abhigyan wins here, it's the Reina down on the attacker side, which means they don't have any entry because they have Sova as their only duelist. While if it's Abhigyan who gets picked,
Stealing sight.
Position again for the attackers.
we see the classic W key Spectre gameplay coming in from the attackers on their second round.
Scanning ahead.
Okay, RX. Nice pick by Saber and nice pick by Brimstone or Vegeta Sama.
Last player standing.
Okay, Brimstone is the only one guy left.
Oh, Samba
Samba
would be
was trying
so
to knife him and
furious.
he was just
Right, Samba would be so
Samba.
furious at that one. He got the knife snatched away from him.
Exactly.
This one's gonna be a buy round for the defenders now. And while we see the attackers are going in for specters only, we saw Saber was on a ghost the last round, or did he have a specter and use the ghost trick to pick on? And we see Renesis going in for the Odin already. Renesis tried the classic Recon Bolt and Odin spam through B wall, but he couldn't get that one right because there was no player a
Okay,
B.
everyone has rotated to A side if we see. See, Brimstone rotated to A, Sova is still on. Okay, KJ back on B, and it's a three stack on A.
Right, I guess the defenders are playing a retake for B side because they have the killjoy utility there. We see the attackers might
Not
be
yet,
rotating
not
onto
yet.
B side.
It's still at mid. Spike is still at mid.
Right.
Renesis is trying to spam over and pick any kill possible. Yeah. So they know someone is at A again.
There's just 40 seconds left on the clock, and it seems like the attackers are going in for an almost similar execute while pushing up a shot
Exactly.
and A main at the same time.
It's a
30 seconds left.
4v4 on A side if we see.
Yeah.
Chamber and KJ are both on B. Okay, Renaissance.
10 seconds
One
left.
enemy remaining.
Renesis with
Spike
the
down
Odin.
A.
Renaissance, I guess. Is it?
Chamber is still on BCT, so I guess that
Nice
is
shot.
around over.
Nice spam.
Renesis with a 4K from the Odin. I mean, Samba couldn't do much with the Odin, but Renesis showed how the Odin is being used. A 4K in the first round itself and a round guarantee. I mean, that has got to be one of the best individual rounds in this game by far from Renesis.
Oh, okay. Now, if we see on attack side, Samba has also picked Odin. Now, he's showing Odin diff or he'll get diff. Okay, Maverick has picked. Samba picked Odin, but now he switched to Vandal again.
Right. We see Maverick going for the Odiners, so it's both the Sobas on the Odins.
Here.
Happy Gyan with the
Spike
easy.
down A.
Began again.
They do have the spike down in A main, so that's a lot of information gained. It's gonna be a 5v3. Abhiyan is still on an Ares. He couldn't retrieve the
I
rifle
have the
there.
spike.
Chamber gets the spike and tries to run away, okay?
Peeking mid. Okay.
We see the attacker side still cooped up outside A main. RXGOP for this one is also making his way towards A main, so it looks like it's gonna be a hit.
OP is droning and checking whether they are not camping.
Revealing area.
30 seconds left.
Shot down.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Oh, I mean,
Okay.
what's more powerful, the Ares or the Odin? You guys might be confused at this point. First a 4K from Varensis with an Odin in the previous round, and then a 4K from Abhigyan with an Ares on Jet. I mean, there's not really much guys who would go for a Jet pick, who would go for an Ares buy on a Jet pick, but Abhigyan went with it, and he has also picked up the Odin now, which he retrieved from Maverick, I guess. Well, we see the attackers don't have any buy left. We see Vegeta Sama and RXUB first going in for the Marshal and half shield buys, while Saber is on a Sheriff, and so is Samba.
Brimstone smoke B and mid. No, his setup. Okay. Now, Abhigyan is watching card and I will. Nicely by Samba.
What a shot by Samba. Oh,
Samba is being killed. Samba
30 seconds left.
a really good move by Samba. He has made his way all the way up to there. He knows that the defenders are rotating onto the B side. So the attackers. Samba with a 3K.
One enemy remaining.
Samba with a 4K. Such clean. Will he get this? Oh,
Okay, Samba
timing.
got picked up by Cyrus. Otherwise, Samba like
What a round by Samba. The
Coming
first
back.
two Sheriff one taps and then such good positioning to catch Renesis off guard and then pick off Abhigyan as well. RSGOB 47 is holding this angle with a mask. Well, we see Vegeta Sama has an Odin in hand. misses his first shot with the marshal. No, he hasn't taken it. But okay.
Marshall and Vegeta Sama ही दोनों
Turret out.
they won't be able to do
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Thrifty.
a good,
cap. I like that.
right. A really good pick from Cyrus there onto
Yeah, exactly.
Vegeta Sama, but he got traded by Cyrus. But he got traded by RXGP47 with a really clean martial shot. But that has got to be Samba's round. I mean, we were just talking about how Renesis used the Odin in such a great way and was able to perform even better than Samba did while he was defending. But he shows that he doesn't have to rely on
Time
the
out
Odin.
in Jabalpur JODS.
We see Vegeta Sama going in for another timeout here. He went for a tactical timeout in the last round of the first half as well. So I don't know what he's discussing right now because they won the last round and that was a really good round as well. They won that round thrifty because they had two marshals and two sheriffs only invested into that round.
Exactly. Now
We
what do
see
you
the
think?
eco of the players here is pretty balanced on both the sides. Both the sides are going in for Odins and rifles only, while we see Samba does have his ult ready, and so does Cyrus. So that could be really tricky if Cyrus goes in for the killjoy lockdown to deny the site to the attackers. They could just go in and then deploy Samba's ult to get rid of the lockdown. We really got to see how that one plays out.
What do you think, Amitanshu? Like, Abhigyan will go for a off or for an Odin buy? Like, what is more feasible?
I don't think Abhigan will really go for an Odin by here. He does have his knives on, so you can't really say.
Abhigyan went for an operator buy.
Right. He's holding down A main, isn't pushing up much. Timing could be really of key here. We see Maverick slowly walking up A main. Abhigan is still holding this. He has activated his dash now. Oh, did Freefall just flash A main from A shot? It's a really great flash.
Yeah, and if we see all the few of the attackers are on A,
Scout destroyed.
they know people are on A.
Abhigan is spotted with the operator.
Scanning.
It seems like the attackers.
Like two of them are on mid, and Sova is rotated to A. Okay, now we see
Right.
none of them are on B side. Nice.
Headshot.
What a shot by Brimstone.
There and I blinded.
You see the attackers have made their way onto the B site. It seems like it's going to be B execute. Cyrus is present in the market area.
See the
Right. The attackers don't have their smoke, so it's going to be
30
really
seconds
difficult to
left.
enter the site on the killjoy utility without smoke. They're rotating again onto the A side this time. Vigan is still holding the tangle with an operator. This doesn't bode well for the attackers. I mean, that's a round that goes to the defenders, in my opinion. It's already over.
10 seconds left.
If Vigan gets the shot, and
Spike
he
down
does.
A.
Maverick again. Garden. Now it's a very hard round for
Last player standing.
turn.
The attackers couldn't decide at all. I mean, they went for a tactical timeout, and all they thought of in the tactical timeout was of rotating. I mean, that's what they talked about. I don't really know what they were thinking, but they just rotated from the A side to the B side, then from the B side to the A side back again. That wasn't really much of a strategy. I don't know. Anyways, we see
I
the
guess they.
Renesis.
For me, I thought like I guess they planned a strategy, but it didn't
Right.
go quite well. So that's why they were just trying to rotate and get new strategy, but due to the time limit,
Right.
they went
It
for
could be
that.
because of Samba going down and losing the smokes on the side of the attackers. But anyways, it was a round that wasn't really well executed or well planned at all. We see Renesis going in for the timeout as well. It's 10-8 to the attackers right now, and this match could go either ways, to be very honest. We see that the attackers still have a bye. This could be the last round on a bye if they lose this one.
If attacker has to make this match on their on this side, then they have to win this round. I reckon. Because if they lose this round, then they have to play another round on save, and be very difficult for them.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so I just think going to check most of their
Let's go.
attackers. Just sector. Okay, they have saved this round.
Take flight.
Attackers are on half health.
Enemy marked.
Abhigyan still don't need into Brimstone still playing on me. Saber knows Abhigyan still there.
Saber is caught up in a really tight spot here while Abhigan is holding that angle with the operator. There's almost no way he can get out, but his own Brim smokes that angle and somehow lets Saber go free. I don't know
You
what
should run.
the Brimstone on the defending side was thinking there, smoking off his own operator.
There.
Abhigyan misses his shot and gets caught in the molly.
30 seconds left. Blinded.
By Maverick.
Enemy down.
Last player standing.
Oh, it's a killjoy lineup at the end. Does Brim get the diffuser? I mean, he does. Oh, what
That's
a
why they put
round!
me in
What a round!
charge.
Yeah. Like they really manages so nice.
I bet the attackers never saw that one coming. Cyrus goes in for the hard defuse and sacrifices himself.
And it was really worth it. Like Vegeta Sama thought that it will be over for them. But
Right, definitely. I mean, that was really well thought of. If the Brimstone could have already run away to save his rifle, but Silas stuck it to half, and then the Brimstone completed the defuse. We see Abhigan going in for the op on half shields again.
You want to
They'll be holding
play?
the same
Let's
angle.
play.
okay, now Abhigyan is also again on operator. Will KJ give up the
Timing could be really important here. KG doesn't peak yet.
if you see like KJ is not no one is at B. Okay, they'll be rotating to B. And the attackers are basically they are still at his base. Okay, RXDOP will be going to mid. Maybe we can get the pick. Tries
Launching smoke.
Spike
Avigyan.
down A.
The operator pays off at that angle. He gets the pick on the Maverick. You see, Saber has made his way up to his shot. Avigyan misses his shot again.
30 seconds left.
when overruled by Sova or previously it was okay, nice.
Oh, the timing on the chamber there. I mean, Reyna is just 16 HP here. So if they're able to pick out the Reyna on the side, they could really turn this round around there. Oh, what a shot that
Last player
lineup.
standing.
Saber.
One enemy remaining.
Prepare for hellfire.
Rennes just goes in for the kills instead of the defuse first. Samba does invest his Brimalt as well.
Actually, Rennes know as KJ his Molly goes off, then
Right, right.
he won't be able to
Exactly. He had the Storm Grenade Super Against and then Samba's Brimstone ult as well. So that was gonna be one hell of a retake if he pulled that one off.
This will be a very crucial round if you see on the pie chart for both the attackers as well as defenders.
On the side of defenders lose this round, it might as well be GG for them because they wouldn't have a buy in the next round.
Revealing area. There they are. Shock dart.
What a shock dart by Maverick there. He inflicts a lot of damage onto Cyrus.
Nice pick by Renaissance.
Placing sentry.
Abhijan. Okay, nice one tap by okay, nice put in by
Here.
Samba. He picked Cyrus and I guess I don't want to say but this
Die. Out of
Renaissance
charges.
picking off RXUOP there. It's a 3v2. Right.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Vegeta Sama is as good as dead here.
Last player standing. One enemy
Now
remaining.
Samba goes down. Renaissance isn't able to find the plant. Yes, he does. The ult from Maverick comes in. Renaissance gets hit once, not twice. He goes in for the shock dart there. Doesn't do much damage.
Scanning ahead. Hunt. There they are. Out of charges.
Oh my god, what a battle that was between the Sovas.
did it really well.
Match point.
It was a really good try by Renaissance, but luck wasn't on his side this time. And we see that the defenders don't have much of a buy left. It will mostly be Judges, Ares, Spectres and stuff. They don't have any rifles or even Odins for that matter, I guess.
No, we'll be seeing again Renaissance with
If we see the eco of the teams here,
Spike dropped.
Abhijan is on rifle again. Rest of them are Inspector and Sir. Okay, Brimstone will be okay, Renaissance. Odin.
this one is a really clever play from the side of the attackers actually. They have smoked off a shot in the same way that they have done in the previous rounds to show that the defenders that they are making their way up to mid and then will push on to A. But instead they're doing a really different thing this time. He's back, he's back. Cyrus is pretty low and is caught in
30
the corner.
seconds left. You should run.
Cyrus with a really good position.
Revealing area.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Okay, we'll be saying again 3v3 situation. Nice pick by RXDOP. We'll be seeing Dream and
Pull cat.
Dream is shooting. And Brimstone was again.
Time to hunt. Scout destroy. Last player standing.
RXDOP going full clutch for his team with a
Attackers win.
What a round by RXT OB47 there. He gets the 4 and guarantees his round for the team, and that is a win to Jabalpur George, 13-9. And it was a really nice try from the side of Lucknow Assassins, but Jabalpur George takes the victory here with a scoreline of 13-9. We see Saber
Jabalpur
going
George did
22 kills in this match. It was a really nice try from the side of Lucknow Assassins. They just didn't have luck on their side in this one. And Jabalpur George takes the win with GG Saber getting the match MVP and most kills on 22. We see RXG OP on 18, Samba on 19, Vegeta Sama on 13, and then Maverick on 7 on the side of the Lucknow Assassins. We see Renesis on 17 kills, Cyrus and Abhi on 16 as well, and Midnight and Freefall on 11 each.
now Jabalpur George can easily say they literally played like George.
Definitely. GG, guys. We'll catch you
And
soon in the next
it
match.
was really a very interesting match as we see we see like 2 to 4 kills did come in different rounds.
Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die for you. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinded flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I when to let it go, when to make them all fight, when I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind, when I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die for you. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die.
Good evening and welcome to the second match of Valorant Indian League 1.0. We began off the first match with Jabalpur JODS against Lucknow Assassins, which Jabalpur JODS took away 13-9. We will now be soon beginning with the second match of the day one of Valorant Indian League 1.0.
What's
We
that,
have
bro?
Sikkim Snipers up against Gurgaon Gangsters, where Sikkim Snipers have chosen to defend on the map of Icebox. We'll be heading into Agent Select really quickly. We see Agent Select underway already. We see Blazy going in for the Viper pick here on the side of Sikkim Snipers. 69 FPS Alija going for Reina. Gamester going for the Chamber pick. While on the side of the attackers, we see Matrix going for the Sova. Copy Ninja going for Viper. The Mummy going for the Yoru pick here. Okay, that's got to be really interesting to see. We see Gorang on Shit and Ruthless Aggress on the Killjoy. We still have KRT Hardy, and Exness yet to pick from the side of defenders.
Choose your agent.
We see that KRT Hardy has gone in for the Sova, and Exness has gone in for the Sage here. So we see Sova's Vipers on both sides of the team, while we see a very interesting Euro pick coming in from the attacking side of Gurgaon Gangsters. I mean, what do you think of that pick, my thoughts?
Well, firstly, it's great to be joining you, Dayable, because yeah, quite frankly, I was just rooting for this, Valorant match to finally go underway because I can't stop myself from casting such a great matchup that we have against. Let's just talk about the team composition that we are seeing from both the teams here. On the defenders, KRT Hardy on the Sova. That is a really interesting pick coming in from them because I'm pretty sure that is a pick that probably has caught the opponent team off guard because he's quite frankly really good. He's someone who has really good aim. So people would probably expect him to be in a duelist role, but they're just showing that how versatile of a character of a player Hardy is. Also, one thing I want to talk about is the Reina pick going against the Yoru pick. That will be one matchup that I can't wait. Meanwhile, we just got underway. Go Rank is on the jet. A really well-known player here. We need to give him the attention that he deserves because the tier 1 player has joined the tournament. Meanwhile, we can see great utility usage coming in. Reina must be feeling that is coming in. Hardy's there. Quickly snaps onto him. Beautiful kick. Players are coming in left and right.
Spike
The
planted.
2v4 players coming in for the defenders here. Blazing gets a beautiful pick onto Copy Ninja, making it a 2v3 situation. Can they clutch this out? Will this be a successful lead? And they know the Sova is close. Sova's probably really tapping. Sova is down.
Last player standing.
And a beautiful flank coming in, saving on me. What can I say? That was a beautiful round. Things did get close, but yeah, that was a clean round in my opinion because Yoru coming in at that timing was just perfect.
Right. I mean, there you see the double duelist pick coming in from the attackers definitely pays off because Gorang, the anti-duelist of the side of the attackers, got caught out in his dash. A really clean one tap coming in from KRTRD onto his head. But then we had the other duelist of the attacking side, Terry Mami, to make up for it, and he gets a 3K to finish off the round, which was actually very clinical coming from the attackers. They get each other's trades really well. We see the defending side has gone for an ace stack and they have been totally caught out here. We see the attacking side making their way onto the B side, just pressing down the W key with the specters in their hand. We see mid is held down by Gamester and KRT Hardy with a shorty there. Hardy is walking up with a shorty in hand, but Ali J gets a pick with a frenzy onto the Mami. It's a 4v5, a Spectre retrieve. You see Goran has walked up with a Vandal there and gets the pick onto Terry who had a shorty in hand.
See ya.
We see another clean shot coming in from Goran that he
One
has to
minute
get
remaining.
dash on. KRT Hardy with the shorty gets the pick and retrieves the Vandal. It's a 1v3. KRT Hardy has retrieved the Vandal.
That decision right there, Amitanshu. Grabbing the Vandal away from the jet here. That could haunt him right next round because next round they have a free Vandal. The attackers do not have the Vandal on their main star duelist. That changes how the coming rounds play out because now since the Vandal is gone and Hardy does not have to buy, they are economic advantage. But maybe
Oh my god.
it up.
I mean, he has got to be some sort of god to know that KRT Hardy would be hiding at that particular spot with the Vandal in hand because he just goes full on W key with that Spectre and gets the Vandal off. That changes things up for this round quite a lot. Okay, yeah, so
I guess there's a technical call coming in from the defenders here. There seems to be some issue. I hope we can fix it up really fast so that we can go ahead with the match really fast. Meanwhile, let's just talk about the round that we just witnessed. We
right. I mean,
witnessed, yeah.
we saw KRT Hardy coming in big time with that shorty. He got that first damage onto mid where Ali G got that pick, and then he had a kill onto Gorang, which was Vandal retrieved, but then he later lost it. So the shorties and the Francis did pay off really well. They got two picks, I guess, in that round, which was really good on an eco round. Hmm. Right.
And meanwhile, we just need to talk about that one thing that Diablo was talking about. The Vandal that they got off the hand of Gorang will be costly because they have to rebuy that Vandal. Looking at the buy situation that we have two Vandals coming in from both the attackers here. Potential people who will be taking those first picks and duels. KRT Hardy, because he just died last round, he is on half shield because he has to buy the entire Sova kit, which is very important. Meanwhile, Blazy, who's disconnected, is also on a Vandal, so they have a full buy coming in from the defenders. And this round, in my opinion, will be very interesting because this will dictate the flow of the first half. If the attackers are able to convert a bonus round, they have to again rebuild their economy, which can be a big headache and can make teams go down really fast. So let's just hope we'll see a good standout performance coming in from the defenders. Amitanshu, you've joined back. Good to have you.
Hardy does have his objective so to Dubai. We see the exchange of skins going on here in the defender spawn while Blazy has disconnected. I'm really curious to see how this how this rifle round plays out for both the teams because the Devil Duelist on the side of the attackers has worked out really well up until now with the Jet and Yoru combo going deadly, but it will also be of really great importance to see how GANGSTERS plays in this round because he's a solo sentinel playing as a chamber. People don't usually go for solo sentinel as chamber now with just one trademark on board, but I mean it's a pick that has really caught my curiosity because they don't have a sentinel on board. They just have that chamber, and they do have a sage, but I don't know. What do you think of that sage and chamber sentinel combo?
I mean, Sage and Sentinel combo is very, I would say, Sage somehow can be a clutch character at times because the Sage wall, let's say on a pistol round, if they manage to wall it off, that side gets disconnected for, let's say, only 40 seconds wasted. Say, when you want to plant the side on, let's say, B side or A side, with the help of the Sage wall, you have some air of safety because
Isolate them
you can
and
safely
kill them.
plant without the risk of exposure from getting spammed up to death. That's something that, in my opinion, the attackers might have to pay
Be faster. One down. Spike planted. Last player standing.
the flashes.
Right.
And right
I mean,
now, I think the defenders need to figure out that they cannot hold it off. If they cannot hold it off, we can just play on retake. Or we can try pick of a character and fall back and play on 2v5 retake. That's
Exactly.
something they can, look at because they know they have a very aggressive bomb up ahead. That is how
Agreed.
I feel they will be making a test pretty soon.
We see Chamber has pushed up with Shen and he is spotted by the left opponent. Gangster does get pressed up and it is an eco round, so we see the picks coming in really early. While we see the Yoru TP onto the back of side. I mean, he just doesn't have a clear
One enemy remaining.
it's insane what happens crazy and pulling out the round. The aggression, early aggression from these two duelists has paid off really well. And the Yoru support has been so on point. I mean, the jet dash and the Yoru flash coming in from both sides has been really deadly. The last round could have been lost if Yati Hardy wouldn't have been flashed there by the Yoru, but he was, and the round played off really well, which turned out to be in favor of the attackers. And we see GameStar is yet to open his account, but so is the Copy Ninja. This round is going to be a really important one for the defenders, actually.
Well, like he said, this round will be very important for the defenders. We can see that. Copy Ninja.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Like we said, they decide to hold down the side together, fight like a team, and the defenders finally show how you defend the A side from a blind rush like that. You cannot just,
Your time.
like that. Meanwhile, K-Mummy is getting a beautiful pick on that. Will he be able to do this 1v3 clutch? The spike is
I'll handle this.
he will be able to grab this
'a spike.
30 seconds left.
Cutting through. I'm back.
What does he decide to do here? Will he TP and plant, or decides to TP and GameStar? Is just a way of position right there.
Revealing
Nice
area.
attempt by the Yoru, but GameStar just out positioned him right there. He was expecting that he'll probably be in the B side. Really well positioned and a good round coming in for the defenders here. An air of encouragement. The breeding room, because now that they have opened their accounts, they have the first round on board. They can now think ahead.
Rightly, very well said. I mean, this round would have been really crucial for the. This round was really crucial for the defenders, and they managed to pull it off in the best way possible. The Viper is already on the A side. That A push almost shut down for the attack.
Cutting through.
And Teri Mummy TP's back on the side.
Last player standing. Spike down
Getting
A.
early picks onto the side again.
Spike planted.
The
One
Viper
less.
defenders can't hold their own. Goran going too aggressive onto mid there and gets picked up by GameStar. It's really a matter of timing here between games.
You died last.
Teri Mummy gets
Good
picked
job.
up, goes out the round, and we go 1-2-5. That's another fast shape
Yeah.
coming in from the attackers. Their rounds have been so quick. They haven't rotated at all. They haven't thought of going in for a lurk or anything. They just have pushed 5-man all into the side. The util usage has been so good from the attackers. That brings me to the topic. While we were discussing about Sage walls, could Exynos maybe wall off a main in such a way that he could deny the push somehow? Because we have seen the Viper util invested on A side, we have seen the Sova util invested on A side, but we really haven't seen the Sage on A side yet. This blow up could be really crucial. What do you think of that?
I mean, definitely the Sage wall could, slow down a little bit, but the rope that we have on top of Sage, like that plays a really important. Meanwhile, let's just talk about the beautiful pick coming on. And Blazy is able to pick out Tail Mummy. It's already a 3v5 situation here, but Korang is still alive. The game is not over. The round is not over because Viper comes in. Now this is a situation where they will most definitely miss the stage. Korang has been spotted out. It's getting stamped out.
Last player standing. Spike down
Right
B.
there.
Standing
What I
ahead.
was talking about. If they have the Sage character right there, they have some breathing room, some safety so that they can pull off that plant and go back to their post-plant setups.
That's true. That's true. Okay. I mean that also reminds me. In VCD, we saw Sentinel Sick coming in with a really cool siege wall to deny the plant there. I mean, there was a siege wall that had walled off B default and was going in for the plant. Sick just walled up the planter and then got a kill onto him. That was really creative siege wall that we saw recently.
Yes, I believe that was a wall where the planter was lifted while he was planting. That is, horrible there on the back of the beautiful stage he made. That is sick. There will be a
That's what I'm
sick.
talking about. You see the siege wall and blow up directly on the side.
Spike down A.
Fix there. What a round by the IGL.
One enemy remaining.
Teleport's ready. Time to jump.
He's the only one left on team and he doesn't have the spike again. It's a 1v3. It's not just pretty low, it's a 1v3 again. It would be interesting to see if he tries to save his Vandal or try out this round. I mean, he's definitely gonna go for a try. And Blizzy closes out the round with the Phantom Spray on him. And that's the third round in the pocket of the defenders. We go 5-3 and the eco of the attacker is still pretty good.
That is because they were able to, rack up quite a lot of rounds out there. They had that cushion of, let's say, good economy, but this round will be very important because this is the round where, if the attackers are not able to get this round, they will be pushed towards an eco, which somehow makes it possible that, they'll be
Time to jump.
play from back. That is why you don't come into play. Get to find how does Vega out of the server, you can
Shot that.
and Nathan is trying to get a cheeky kill with his shock dart.
Teleport's ready.
Is holding that angle down with his operator. Will he be able to get a beautiful pick? Phantom stand out, 2 players spotted, and Matrix has the confidence to peek that. He changes his angle. And the patience
One enemy remaining.
was something that
Spike down
Gamester
A.
lacked at that moment, I believe. He was trying to hold 2 angles rather than holding 1 angle.
I got the spike.
It's not the CS op that you can, quick scope it that easily. It takes some time. There's a slight delay that there's movement penalty. It's a much harder weapon, in my opinion, to use.
That first skill on Yuru was so interesting. I mean, he was flashed, he was being spammed through a box, but he still had the confidence and the ball to swing back and take that pick on Ceremony and guarantee the round for his team. That was so cool. I mean, that was just the main character confidence right there in Ali J on the arena.
Without a doubt, you could see he got the most crucial picks of the round, secured that round for their team, and now we potentially will see level of the scores. The scores will probably be 5-5, and I believe this is attacker sided. But meanwhile,
Spike down mid.
Spike down.
There they are.
Meanwhile, is behind the enemy line. That can be really scary for the and Goran is not gonna stop. He's just, I think they just made him angry, they just annoyed him, and he just wants to everything up. Goran with another beautiful pick, swings him.
One enemy remaining.
Another one. Will it be an ace? No. Breaks
Spike planted.
And will he be able to do this 1v2 clutch? It's certainly possible because he's on full HP and the players. Oh, I think, did he spot the KJ there? I don't believe he did. Now he does spot him. If they spot both of the players.
One enemy remaining.
And a big Matrix coming in clutch for the defenders here, attackers here, and attackers steal that round off the defenders. That round was just pure heroics of Gorang. Just pure Gorang's supremacy coming in. Going in, taking picks. Like, he just white swings every other person and kills them. Just instant headshot. They have no chance there. So beautifully played by the Jet main there. Showing what an F tier player can do. Who is one of the top players in the Valorant circuit in India right now. Even in the SA
Spike
circuit.
down, attacker
But
spawn.
meanwhile, GAMESTERS gets a beautiful pick on mid, and the spike is down in a very scuffy situation. In a very bad place, I believe. I'm not sure, because that place is scary for your and they don't even have cover to grab that spike.
Right. I mean, that's also the smoke down because there's a Viper that went down with the spike, so they can't even smoke off the angle and actually the spike. This is a big also the spike. TRT Hardy pushes in. GAMESTERS with the
Spike
operator
down,
gets the
attacker
kill, and the
spawn.
spike goes
One
down
enemy
again.
remaining.
I mean, it's just the kills are remaining because Blazy gets a pick onto Gorang, punishes him on the lurk through the B side. And GAMESTERS gets a third kill with the operator. I mean, is it a matter of the skins? Because the Iron Op definitely
Last
didn't
round
work for
in
him.
the half.
With the 4 second since the last round, it has definitely been really good for him.
I mean, I don't think there's a better op than the Forsaken op. That is straight up the best operator skin in the game.
That works.
Definitely.
Close behind Reaver.
Agreed. There's a reason why Kenny has to use that off.
Also not.
Ah, yes. The god of sniping.
They are so dead. Teleport's ready.
Get out of my way!
You see the ult being popped by GAMESTERS. That ultimate is so deadly in front of the challenge players like GAMESTERS. And the Yulu clone coming in. One gets a beautiful pick. The distraction paying off. But Reina manages to
One enemy remaining.
Meanwhile, the spike is down again. And it is the 6th round coming on board for the defenders. 6-6, in my opinion, is such a good scoreline for you to in a map like Icebox, which in my opinion is supremely
Switching sides.
heavy. 6-6 is a very good scoreline. The defenders will definitely be pleased with that scoreline 6-6 because they're not behind. They are on level terms, and right now they want to concentrate on the pistol round because the pistol round will dictate the half, the entire momentum of the half. Which team gets to start off on the upper hand? That is what will be decided with this beautiful pistol round coming in. Go down on that ghost. Usually you expect the Jet mains to be on a Deagle, on a Sheriff, because they can just get a quick, easy kill and dash away, dealing maximum damage. But right now we can see the choice of weapon for Gorang
Deploying
is the
drone.
ghost. Hardy, I think, is getting really good information. He knows there's at least 2 players here, some 2 players, and backs off. Will he expect? And that lurk coming in from GAMESTERS is massive information. They have over-rotated. Meanwhile, Copy Ninja gets this pick here. Will he gets the beautiful
Spike
pick
down,
onto
B.
the stage here, punishes this. And will he decides to fall back? That's great decision making here. GAMESTERS gets a beautiful pick onto the Killjoy. The lurk coming in, but Gorang is there to punish that lurk. In a 2v3 situation.
Last player
Who is the
standing.
hero here? It will be Copy Ninja getting the round for the defenders. Yeah, beautiful round, pistol round coming in from the defenders. The luck coming in from GAMESTERS was very steady in my opinion. It could have changed the entire outcome of the match. If the spike hadn't gone down in B main, things could have been difficult for the defenders, but came in clutch.
Gamester did get a big player, but he was caught out by the timing and got a
Careful.
clean shot onto him.
Here.
Well, you see the copper ninja gets the
Cutting
spike
through.
down. I mean, I don't know why the Sage was rotating with the spike alone with no player in support or to trade him off. That was really weird from the side of the attackers, but we see the bonus, we see the eco coming in from the side of the attackers while Gamester goes for a pick onto B main.
It's
There's
in.
the shots, oh my god, Gamester with the shots and caught by Teri Mummy with a stinger. Well, we see all the players of the attacking side have pushed up into kitchen and they are inside kitchen. Blazy does get a pick onto Teri Mummy there who was fighting with a stinger.
One
Long
enemy
range.
remaining.
Gorang gets this.
Spike down B.
Gorang
That
with
sucks.
ghost headshot on KRT Hardy. He is in total 7th year right now, if I may say.
I mean, they look scary in my opinion. The attackers last round, Gorang looks scary. He's already on 20 kills. Will he be dropping a 30 bomb on the first match itself?
I like to go with that odds, definitely.
I mean, he's really confident. He's definitely in his A game right now. And the enemies need to figure out something. The attackers need to figure out. The Yoru shot has been spotted. He had the option to TP out, but Ali J gets a beautiful pick. Gets the first pick and opens up the B side. B side is open for the planters here. What will we see? Will we see a spamming down and the wall right there coming in? Will be providing them crucial cover coming in. And Gamester decided to peek, but gets cleared out. That decision by Gamester was, in my opinion, very risky because he's going up against sectors in close range and he gets punished. The attackers are also very low. The util is coming in, makes it to
Player
Gorang
standing.
is not to be stopped, gets the second kill, and the Sage is stuck in a
Last player standing.
Xenos gets. I'm at a loss of words right now. Xenos. It's playing this beautifully. Gorang was his first shot. Xenos. Oh my god, he's playing this so well. And did he waste enough time? This will be very close. This will be very no. Okay, there's a healthy 2 seconds there, but the 1v4 almost came in for that Sage. I feel bad for him because he played that so well. Pushed that smoke aggressively, catching 3 players off guard, and still managed to escape for like a healthy 5 seconds from the dead there. But at the end of the day, Gorang is there, coming in and clutching at this crucial moments. And now he has the operator out. This will be scary for the defenders, attackers here. Amitanshu, this is scary for the attackers here.
Do have 96 on the score and with Gorang bringing up the operator, but it is on the
Deploying
B side
drone.
and it will reverse to go to the B side. We do see the attackers have already made their way on the B side and they are going for the fast push here, just like Sikkim snipers did on their attack. We see KRT Hardy has already pushed up into the side. He is sitting on default, waiting for the
Taken
and
out.
Blazy
Enemy-
does Blazy off relatively easily while he was running. Gorang is holding the angles with his operator from C2 to get a picture. That could be really crucial and could turn the round around at any moment. The reinforcements have arrived and all the players with the defending side are here. Kills are almost whiffed his entire spray, but manages to get the kill.
One enemy remaining.
Gorang, what a shot! Matrix getting another kill onto Alija and it's just Xnos left. And Gorang finishes off the round. Oh my god, I mean, we saw him with the Vandal in the attacker. I was very curious to see how he would play in the defending side. Will he go for a rifle and push early, or will he opt for the operator? But it is the operator, and it is the operator, quite right.
I mean, he's just making this operator, this gun look very easy to use. He's going in and getting kills left and right. He's not afraid to peek angles like he's peeking with the Vandal. He just goes aggressive and he's not afraid. And he's able to secure those crucial kills. now the attackers are definitely going to take that time out and want to discuss about what went wrong in that round. What went wrong? Because that round looked almost unlosable because Hardy got those two beautiful picks and also managed to, you know, make KJ very low on HP. So it was a round that Hardy almost made it winnable, but the heroics of Gorang was what turned around the whole round.
Right. It totally turned the whole round around. I mean, but still, the operator is good, but the attacker side does have enough util to push that operator out with the Reina flash
Placing
and the
sentry.
Sova util, and they do have the Viper as well. It will be very crucial to see how that Viper plays off because shutting out the Jet operator is rather difficult, especially when it's in the hands of a player like Korang, who is holding angles aggressively and pushing aggressively with the operator. He's
You want to
using the
play?
operator
Let's
like a
play.
one-shot rifle.
It's a golden vandal for him. The way he's peeking in every angle. And Gamester gets a bit, spots him out, whistles him out, and he swings him. Decides to swing the operator. The swing is there, but
Spike down
Goran
A.
gets another kill and dashes away.
Yati Hardy does get a
Last
fight.
player standing.
Yati Hardy pick up Goran, so he's caught in 1v3 with 17 HP and a Spectre. That doesn't bode well.
He's read him. He's read the players there. I think he's aware. But KJ, he just gets, outnumbered
Overpowered.
right there.
Yeah, exactly. He has too many angles to hold there. We see the attackers go 6 to 11 now, while the side of the defenders doesn't have a pretty decent buy. They're going in for two rifles. Ali J has also gone in for the rifle. He does have the Reyna ult on him, so that could play out really well for him. I mean, we have seen what he can do on the Reyna ult while he was on the defending side. That 4K was so insane. Uh, they do have the Sova ult on KRT Hardy to play post plant as well, while the attacker side not so much a lot of reason. The defender side, much bad.
I believe the Sova ult will be used for the securing the side lane.
I'm back.
There are two players playing on B. There is tons of information coming in from Terry Mummy. The Yoru ult. He's aware that there's a lot of people here on B holding out for their push. Look at Goran!
Spike down.
This guy has veins of steel. He is just not afraid to peek. And just as you said, the Reina has been traded. He just got the round off. And here he is.
Killjoy.
Hardy is also down. Killjoy coming in clutch because that was a 4v2 situation.
It's
Killjoy. Yeah. He single-handedly, turned the round around again.
definitely. He hasn't even lost much HP yet. He's still almost on max
Welcome
HP.
to my world.
On the pieces and the Viper ult comes in. So they don't have the freeze wall, but the drone doesn't spot anyone, which is really good.
Spike
The
planted.
Last
Last player standing.
Killjoy is just pushing. He doesn't have a
Last player standing.
game set does pick
Sure.
him off. Game share with his shots and Matrix closes out that round to bring it 6-12 in favor of the defenders. It's pretty much easy at this point because we know that the attackers don't have a buy, but they do have a lot of ults. A thrifty round coming in, my thoughts. Do you
Match
think?
point.
I just hope we'll get that thrifty round because wait, this is not a thrifty round. They still
They-
have light
right.
shields and vandals.
They're going in for buys. Okay.
Yeah, I believe that is because they have the maximum loss bonuses. Maximum
Right.
loss bonus. That is why they are able to afford those vandals. But they will be lacking in utility, I believe. They will have to sacrifice some of that utility. I am still waiting for KRT Hardy to maybe get a beautiful pick. And Goran, meanwhile, is already up front and close. But Exynos saves the life of Hardy there. He must be scared so much because you just hear the person right next to him pushing that Sova. His teammates were there to support him. Hardy is pushing in a very good angle, but the utility, the setups are really well made here.
Plant the spike.
Just pinpoint perfect. Meanwhile, Hardy gets a beautiful pick and decides to back off. They have the res, they have the ultimate, and Reina is in such a cheeky position here. They have the entire B side almost, and I believe this is the 11th round.
They will
For the
go.
attackers here, unless we'll see some heroics coming in from Teddy Mummy and the Sova main here. On the side,
One enemy remaining.
attackers no. Hardy shuts him down as well. Teddy Mummy is trying to get maybe a gun
Scanning
out
ahead.
of those hands, hurt their economy a little bit. He's just aware. Hardy is just aware, but he gets that. That is just phantom there, right?
The 140 ding.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
that's
just
what I
feel
heard.
bad for him, yeah. You just feel bad for him.
They aren't able to pull off the flawless round, but it is a really clean round coming in from the attackers this time. Different was Goran going in for the Vandal instead of the operator. That could have been a very different round had he opted for the operator again. But he decides to use the Vandal and push up, tries to get the pick onto Sova, but Exnos was so aware there and saves the life of Sova. The attackers just still have a buy, and so do the defenders, I guess. Gorang does have his blade storm online.
I mean, if you look at the defenders right now, the ult economy is very scary. They have four ults, and three of those ults, even four of them, are some of the most broken ults in the game. Viper ult, you get the plan down, and you also have the KJ ult. So this is very scary coming in. But Alij is able to punish the early aggression coming in from Yoru, opening up the B side, and will be able to pull some rotations towards the B side. Goran is forced for information. He is aware that he gets spotted out. Spots two players there. Goran gets also tagged a little bit. He decides to fall back. And the ult is also out
Cutting their vision.
for the two ults wasted in my opinion by the defenders.
Revealing area.
But is Jen able to get that pick? Yes, he does. A very important kill coming in. That is the Sova ult out. All the attackers here. Possibly one of the most important piece of utility they had under their belt. But now with his shots, he's aware there's a Viper here. He's waiting for him to peek. But brilliant.
30 seconds left.
Brilliant. Fight that fight. Takes a heal. We expect the push coming in from Gorang. No, he does not. It's a 3v3 situation and Extras is stuck in the enemy Viper pit, which can be very scary. Oh, Blazy! He just
10 seconds left.
But
One
Goran
enemy remaining.
gets the pick and
Spike
secures
down,
the
B.
13th round on board.
Defenders
that is,
win.
I believe a 34 kill round
33,
for them.
33,
33 round.
33
Goran.
kills coming in from Gorang. Oh my god.
He was unstoppable.
carried. He carried that team. I mean, the aggressive pushes, the first picks, of ACS of 455. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, that's just insane from Gorang.
That is probably one of the top tier talents that we are seeing right now in this very tournament. One of the S tier players, Gorang, playing in our tournament, and he's able to get the first round under his belt, first game under his belt, under his team's banner
Right.
with 33 kills. Well, one thing you want to give him the credit is that he played that round perfectly. He played all of his rounds perfectly. He was calculative. He was just aware of the positioning of all the players. He's, I believe, caught almost 2, 3 players off guard. He was just aware that there's people there.
The
That is just
timing.
big brain play coming
Right.
in from Gorang.
Exactly. I mean, the split second thinking as a jet main, he's pushing so aggressively, and at the same time, he has so many angles to hold, so many people to check for, and so many utility to play off of. It's just really insane coming in from him. The 33 kill and the 455 ACS. What a match! We go 7-13 in favor of Sikkim Snipers. GG's, guys. The second match of the day goes to Sikkim Snipers, and we'll catch you tomorrow in the next matches. It was really great having you, my thoughts here as my caster, and I hope to see you tomorrow too.
Well, hopefully we'll see you guys on the chat as well. Keep on texting. Keep on that rivalry between, I believe we'll see some rivalry building up in this almost half a month long tournament. And let's just hope that we can, find such amazing matches tomorrow as well. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining us. This is Mythos signing off. Have a good day.
Alright, guys, keep gaming.